And I'm like looking out the window as like Toto's flying by, and I'm like, this is only yellow? It didn't open for her because she didn't have her receipt. And it's just... Kaiserbrötchen. 20 Cent pro Stück. Yep, morning. It's 6:15-ish in the morning. Aaron said something on Snapchat yesterday while I was leaving practice, and he's like, well, now that you're getting on the train, I'm just like, no, don't think I'm anywhere close to getting on the train. I was getting on the bus. And it was just like, no, I still got another hour. If I were getting on the train, I'd understand.
The thing I was doing is going for a walk.
That's why I was like, and I had to say on Snapchat, it was like, no, still go for a walk, but don't assume I'm going to be home anytime soon.
An hour and 15 minutes is what I kind of expected.
Okay. And I gave him the times on bus back to Central, wait at Central for the transfer, get on the train. I was like, I'd probably be back at like 5:15. And then I finally get on the bus and ask 9292, and it's like 1714 at Mauderport. And he's like, the precision at which you have is weird. I'm like, it's just patterns.
Doesn't make it any less impressive.
Which is true. That's what I said. I go, yeah, I agreed with him. It's impressive that I can do that, but it's not from the book of it's not a divination spell. Although, now that I kind of think about it, when you have people that do things like me, way back in medieval times, open up a book and be able to predict the future, witchcraft. No,
Yeah.
but it's patterns. But okay. I guess that's why I was like, moon mages and dragon gnomes were able to predict the weather. Because you have to be magical to be able to predict the weather at least 5 minutes out.
Yeah. Because no one understands the weather.
The Dutch do. They do. Like, everyone has a weather app on their phone.
Yeah.
But like, most of the Dutch have downloaded Bauernradar that I've come across. Like, they've downloaded an extra one because the one that's on their phone isn't accurate enough. And I'm like, well, yes. And it's usually like, what, Apple weather?
Yeah.
Which, if it has any consistency of Apple Maps, might as well tell you that it's snowing in the Sahara.
Apple Maps screwed up. It's not indicative.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's fed by WeatherBug, I think.
and I've noticed, like, even Weather Underground is looking at the weather. No app has all the answers, and you have to conglomerate. And that's the problem: is people place a lot of faith in one app.
Yeah.
I personally do place a little bit more faith in Bauernradar than I do like Weather Channel, because the ones that I have are from the States and don't necessarily know to immediately check the stuff here, and usually are like, yeah, it's not updating very well to us, so check this website, and it's a European website. Well, like, you and I checked that one website, and it was like really like in depth for the Netherlands.
Yeah.
You could click on all the very, was it like the provinces, states, or was it like even broken down even more than that? I don't know.
It was showing, how many states are there?
12.
Yeah, it was by state.
Okay. But it was like, yeah, by state, and you could click it, and it gave you like the level of, I think we were looking at like wind or something on that one. And it was just like, you're in a yellow area for wind. And I'm like looking out the window as like Toto's flying by, and I'm like, this is only yellow?
You're even the right kind for that.
The Oma bikes? Oma feets?
Yeah.
But I do have to remember, I gotta pick up laundry soap. Oh no, I forgot the other thing. Coffee. I'm low on my ground coffee. Alright, I have to make sure to pick those up that are different from normal grocery shopping today for the tacos. I just made a really bad reference, kind of a joke, because the down escalator leading from this platform has been broke for like the last 2 weeks. And he's like, well, maybe no one's gone down it yet. I'm like, no, it's broke like a American college student for their life. Yeah. And I say for their life because that thing's been broken for 2 weeks. You'd think someone would come out and fix it momentarily. But it's funny.
Not nearly as good as I thought it'd be.
What is it?
Cappuccino.
Yeah, cappuccino is I think what the machine does with the cappuccino is it's espresso with like steamed milk versus a flat white is coffee with milk. So it does a slightly lesser blend, but then there's more coffee to it. That's why I was like, a flat white is pretty much a coffee with cream. I'm trying to figure out what the significance of Hoofddorp is. Because there's a lot of trains that go past Schiphol to Hoofddorp, which is the next stop past it. And I'm like,
Might just be a rail yard there.
there's either a rail yard, there's a lot of people that maybe that go from the airport, or it's the fact that they don't want to turn around at the airport, so they go to the next stop past that, so they could do a turnaround rather than bungling up the airport. That's what I'm thinking. I was like, Hoofddorp is not that big a city, but maybe there's also a lot of people that work at the airport and go there, so it's just a quick back.
Yeah, the 407 in Eindhoven just does a loop to the high-tech campus.
Well, it's like my one at the Stop Bus 1 in Hilversum only loops out to that neighborhood of Kirkeland. Splinter Cell is Deutsche Bahn, or is that your NS? The 3 red dots? Which were their glasses? Okay, no, that's NS. And I know they're not red, but they're in that same almost exact triangle. Right there. Literally just walked past the door, you could have went in. So I don't have the tripod with me because I was walking around inside Albert Heijn. Got a lot of grocery shopping done. I picked up laundry soap, coffee, so I had like a 42 euro thing. But I was in the self-checkout and this girl next to me, like, I'd heard a lot of British accents throughout the store, and I just sort of paid no mind because I needed to get my own groceries. And so I was at the checkout and I was just checking out, making sure everything was going in the right place in the bag so I had enough room. And she's like, well, they don't take Visa. And then she pulled out like a 50 euro bill. And I was like looking around and I just looked at it and I went, no cash. She's like, well, what kind of store is this that don't take cash nor Visa? And she like put her stuff down on the self-checkout register and then tried to walk out the door, the little gate thing, and it just, it didn't open for her because she didn't have her receipt. And and she got so frustrated. And I'm just like, this isn't some hole-in-the-wall store, honey. This is Albert Heijn. And then as I walked out, there was like this, and I would fully qualify them as like industrial hipster crowd right outside in front of Albert Heijn, and they were all speaking like that same accent of British. They don't take Visa, and I'm just like, well, I don't know what you are, I don't know where you are. There's a lot of accents that come out of England, and this was a very specific one. I've heard it many times before, but I don't know where it's from, and it just, and there's a whole lot of them, and I'm thinking like maybe it was a group of friends came on a vacation or something, and I'm just like, and they're all saying, well, I just don't know how this Albert hygiene, as they call it, Albert hygiene, you know. And then she came out and started complaining, and those were obviously her friends, and I just was like, oh my God, it's so annoying. I mean, even if I was still a tourist here, I wouldn't be so, you aren't doing it my way. Because like even when I was here, like for the first couple days, I'd go to an Albert Heijn and you know, this is how you guys do it. I don't come in here and do my way. Anyways, I'm heading to the butcher now, and then I'm gonna go by the gym. I might take, no, I'll take the tripod. This means good cardio. Dripping. Yeah. Those manual treadmills are wrecking me. I love it. Really do. Doing like 5 sets of just go until my legs like cannot push anymore. That's how it's going basically. Yeah, did not bring that. Should I get the coconut drink or should I have protein? I don't know, Aaron and I love banana. It's one of the things little Joe's gonna have on here. Kaiser Bocha. Man, it's 50 cents per stick. So much bread for them. I mean, it's a quarter a piece. It's great. Yeah, I don't need to get any booze. I already got that. These are just to drink on the way home. I don't think I need anything else. Hey, right. Right, I forgot. I've gotten used to the fact that it's on the tripod usually, which has it out here, rather than that kind of hurt. Hyperextending my arm like that. Anyways, so I got 2 of these little drinks, and the banana juice is making my backpack look like I got a booty. It's hanging way down there. It's like, right, that clock's wrong. See, it was like 15 off last time, so it's like 6:20 right now. It's still fairly light out. I mean, it's not definitely after sunset, but it's getting there real fast. We're like 30 days from the equinox, and at like 3 minutes of daylight a day, that's a whole hour and a half. And then split that in 2. You're looking at 45 minutes in either direction. In both directions, sunrise and sunset. Damn you, Fiddler on the Roof! I gotta get to drinking these. I will catch you guys tomorrow for stuff.